Hey, it's Steph here. So I am today in Hanoi. The city can be a little bit overwhelming, but a few areas where you can stay, a few areas where you shouldn't stay, can be a little bit noisy. So I decided to do this video about where to stay, where to base yourself in Hanoi.
Standing in a glass bowl at the end of a black hole, cold, lost and upside down. Faces swirling past me, all my memories rolling back.
I am here in the old city. As you can see here on my back, I am in one of the small lanes of the old town of Hanoi. It's quieter here, it's not too bad, just because there are not many scooters and cars, I guess. But as soon as you get in the main street, oh my god, it can be really, really noisy. So I start with the Old Quarter just because it's the place where there is most of the action. But if you want to stay here, select the place with less noisy. Otherwise, be prepared to have earplugs because it can be really difficult to sleep. I had my first night just over the pub, which was impossible to stay. So I moved to another location, close to the cathedral. If you want to follow where I stay and what places I suggest, just follow the link in the description, and I have a few hotels suggested.
All my memories rolling vastly, cold, lost beneath the ground.
I am in one of the main streets of the old Hanoi, and my gosh, it's so noisy. If you get an hotel here, oh, that's very noisy.
You can cut me down, but I won't stay for long. I'll grow back again, oh yeah.
I am now in Ngõ Huyện, a small lane just off of the cathedral. What you see on my back here, it's actually a nice and quiet place to be. And this is what makes a difference when you look for a place. You should always check that it's not on the main street. If it's on the main street, then you will be very likely to have lots of noise. And this is a nice lane here on my back, also because it has plenty of travel agencies where you can book your trip or your next destination.
All my memories rolling vastly, cold, lost beneath the ground.
The city center of Hanoi is called Quoc, and it's all around this lake that you see on my back. You have an Old Quarter and you have a French Quarter. The Old Quarter is the south of the lake, the French Quarter is north of the lake. The difference, the architecture. One is more Vietnamese and one is more French style. And in some respect, I like more the Old Quarter just because it's more characteristic of Vietnam. But as I said, it's a bit noisy to stay. You really need to find the right spot. Otherwise, the night will be very, very short. Especially in the weekend when they close all of the streets in the old Hanoi and it's party everywhere until midnight, 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m.
You can cut me down, but I won't stay.
I am in the French Quarter of Hanoi, and as you see on my back, it's quite amazing. I mean, it looks really like being in France. And the reason is that when there was the French Empire here, they decided to take down this area of Hanoi and rebuild it in the French style. And that's why you can find on this side of the city some beautiful villas and incredible buildings with typical French style that you can find in Paris. Do you want to stay in this area? Look, this area is quite nice. It's quieter than the Old Quarter, but I guess you can find only top-notch hotel. So if you are into a nice hotel, like 4-star, 5 stars with a nice swimming pool, probably the French Quarter is the place to be. If you are more into a lower budget, then you probably want to stay in another place. Here I am in Truc Bach, which is an area nested between the Old Quarter and the lake. This is quite a nice area to be. It's a bit less noisy than the Old Quarter, and it takes a little bit of breeze from the lake. There's also another good reason to visit this area is a Coffee 54 for a fantastic coffee hag that they do. I love it.
My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head.
here I am with a little secret of Hanoi. It's a tiny island just meters away from Truc Bach, and it's a beautiful place. A lot of trees and it's quiet, probably the quietest place in Hanoi. I guess it has only one drawback. It's not really walking distance to the old town. So if you stay, you know, for 1 week or 2 weeks, definitely this is the place to be. For 2, 3, 4 days, then I would recommend to stay probably in the old town or in the French Quarter.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. And if I say it.
What you see on my back is the main lake of Hanoi, and that's where you get a little bit more of a breeze. It's a little bit fresher compared to the whole quarter. There is another good thing, that is what you see right here is the main pagoda, and it's a beautiful place. You can enter, it's free, and you can leave a donation. Either ways, even if you don't stay in this area, I suggest to visit the pagoda. Now, if you move a little bit further, there is the area of West Lake, which is more of an area used by the expats. So you find mainly Airbnb, besides a few nice hotels, probably the best hotels of Hanoi, where you have a swimming pool. It's very romantic and it's very easy even for the family to stay. So definitely an area that I would suggest for either a romantic place, or if you are in a family and you want to have a little bit of a quiet time.
Whoa, whoa. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa. And if I say it, they know.
How to move around Hanoi? Most of the areas are walkable distance. So the Old Quarter, French Quarter, you can do the walk around the lake, easy going. If you want to move a little bit quicker, or if you're just tired, what you can do, download the app Grab, which is a sort of Uber, and you can book your car or you can book your motorbike. With $2-3 you can go around most of the city. You can take also a taxi, but my suggestion is to agree on the cost before actually you start the trip, or at least you have to see the taxi meter going, because otherwise you may have bad surprises at the end. I've just called a Grab and I'm gonna go on the other side of the city.
My heart is begging me to get.
And this is my little secret street. It's right in the center of Hanoi. It takes about 2 minutes really to walk to the part where there are all of the parties, but it's so quiet at night. It's really nice. As you see, lots of trees, some cool little cafes, and we are just next to the cathedral. So it's an incredible spot, fantastic value. I really suggest visiting. And that's it with this video. So you know everything about Hanoi now. If you follow the link below in the description, you will have a bonus area, which I didn't want to introduce in the video, but you will have tons of information into the post. If you appreciated this video, put a like, follow me if you want to, or even better, leave a comment. See you guys in the next place.